Step into the realm of Lumen Spiritus, where spirituality and the esoteric converge. Join us as we embark on a journey of enlightenment, delving into the mysteries of the unseen. In this video, we uncover the mysterious and chilling aspects of fairies and elementals, delving into the occult lore and spooky tales that surround these supernatural beings. Support our channel's growth and future content by donating today. Every contribution helps us bring you even more captivating videos. Plus, in the description below, you'll find additional insights, book links, and our top 10 videos from Lumen Spiritus for further exploration. Have you ever wondered about the occult side of fairies and elementals? In the enigmatic world of the occult, we encounter mystical beings that inhabit realms just beyond our perception. Among these are the fairies and elementals, supernatural creatures steeped in folklore and esoteric traditions. These beings, often associated with nature and elemental forces, are believed to possess magical powers that transcend human understanding. Their roles are manifold in spiritual practices, rituals, and magical workings. From the whispering will-o'-the-wisp to the stoic earth elemental, they have been viewed as intermediaries between humans and the spiritual realms. They may offer guidance, protection, or even mischief, depending on the context and beliefs of the practitioners involved. However, as we journey through the verdant forest of fairy lore and the tumultuous seas of elemental mythology, we might find ourselves standing on the precipice of a darker abyss. As we delve deeper, one might ask, are there darker interpretations of these beings lurking in the shadows of the occult lore? The fairy, a benign and playful creature, or is there a more sinister side to them? This question has been the subject of debate and speculation for centuries. Fairies, often seen as benevolent or mischievous beings, have a darker side in various folklore and occult traditions. Let's delve into the world of malevolent fairies, beings with intentions far from benign. There are numerous legends and tales that paint a more sinister picture of these mystical creatures. One such tale speaks of the changeling, a fairy child left in place of a human child who has been stolen away to the fairy realm. The human parents are left with a ravenous and perpetually unhappy fairy child, while their own child lives amongst the fairies, often unaware of their true origins. Another tale tells of the will-o'-the-wisp, a deceptive fairy that leads travelers astray with its glowing light, often to their doom. These fairies seem to derive a perverse pleasure from disorienting and endangering humans, adding a chilling layer to their character profile. But the darkness of fairies isn't limited to mere folklore. In the realm of the occult, fairies are sometimes invoked in dark magic rituals. Practitioners of certain esoteric traditions believe that these beings can cast powerful curses or hexes. A fairy's curse could cause unending misfortune, illness, or even death. This belief in the destructive power of fairies is a stark contrast to the playful image we often associate with them. It's important to remember that these interpretations, while chilling, are just one facet of the complex and enigmatic world of fairies. They are multifaceted beings capable of both mischief and malevolence, kindness and cruelty. It's this duality that makes them such fascinating subjects of study and speculation. So the next time you think of fairies, remember, they're not just the harmless, playful creatures from children's tales. They embody a spectrum of characteristics that range from the benevolent to the malevolent. The fairy tales we've grown up with might not be as innocent as we thought. The world of fairies, it seems, is as complex and mysterious as the beings themselves. Elementals, often associated with nurturing nature's forces, but can they also harbor destructive powers? Indeed, the world of the occult doesn't shy away from exploring the darker aspects of these ethereal beings. There are countless tales and folklore that paint a more sinister picture of elementals, those spirits that are intrinsically tied to the elements of the earth. Let's take the example of water spirits. In many cultures, these entities are not merely the benign nymphs or playful merfolk of popular tales. Instead, they are often portrayed as malevolent beings lurking beneath the surface, waiting for the unsuspecting. In Slavic folklore, for example, we find the Vodyanoi, a water spirit known for his ill intent towards humans. It's said that he drowns those who disrespect his domain or venture too far into his waters. Similarly, earth elementals are not always the gentle giants of the soil we might imagine. There are stories of earth spirits that cause landslides and other natural disasters. Some Native American folklore speaks of the earthquake, a monstrous creature who causes the ground to tremble and crack, swallowing whole villages in his wake. the air too has its share of destructive spirits. In the ancient Celtic traditions, we hear about storm hags, female spirits riding the winds and bringing about terrible storms. And from the fire we have stories of the salamanders, not the small amphibians we know, but creatures of flame who could incite wildfires and destruction. These tales serve as a stark reminder of the dual nature of the world around us. The same elements that give us life can also bring about our end. It's a humbling thought, reminding us of our place in the grand scheme of things. One might wonder, why would these spirits cause such harm? Are they inherently evil or simply acting out their nature? Or could it be a reflection of our own actions, a symbol of the destruction we inflict upon the earth? These elementals, they're not just about the elements we see around us, but also about the chaos they can potentially invoke. There are texts and practices in the occult that claim to reveal hidden knowledge about these beings, but at what cost? In the esoteric corners of the world, one can uncover ancient scrolls and cryptic grimoires that claim to hold the secrets to summoning and interacting with fairies and elementals. These texts, often written in languages long forgotten, are said to have been handed down from generations of mystics and seers who dared to tread the path less traveled. Let's consider for a moment the infamous Book of Shadows, a personal compendium of a witch's magical experiences, often containing spells, rituals, and invocations. Within such pages, an adept might find a ritual to summon an air elemental, or perhaps a charm to attract the goodwill of a woodland fairy. Then there are the elemental keys, mystical symbols used to invoke and command the elemental forces. A practitioner versed in this forbidden knowledge might use an earth key to call forth a gnome, an air key to summon a sylph, or a water key to bring forth an undine. But it's not all magic and merriment. There's a reason this knowledge is often kept hidden. The unprepared or the unwary can find themselves in dire straits. A mispronounced incantation or an incorrect symbol can lead to disastrous consequences. Summoning an elemental or fairy without the proper protections could result in a practitioner being overwhelmed by the very forces they sought to control. And there's the cost to consider. In the world of the occult, nothing comes without a price. It's said that those who deal with fairies often find themselves entangled in tricky bargains, while those who call upon elementals might find their life force drained in exchange for their services. So, dear viewer, tread carefully. The path of the occult is fraught with perils, and the allure of forbidden knowledge can be as seductive as it is dangerous. Remember, in the world of the occult, knowledge is power, but it can also be a doorway to dangers untold. There is a plethora of fascinating and mind-bending topics coming to our channel. If you found value in this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to Lumen Spiritus for even more captivating mysteries. Additionally, consider supporting our channel by donating via the PayPal link below. Stay tuned for our next video.